Huddle up, Steelers Nation. It is game time at Heinz Field. It is the annual Fan Fest. Mike, the kids, hey, how are you? Hey, I'm a nobody. Don't worry about it. This is the fun of Family Fest. The kids are playing, Juju's running around, signing autographs. The kids are here. They love James Conner. It's a great feeling at Fan Fest.
Yeah, it's exciting for the players as well. They get a chance to get out in the stadium, the home field, to see what it's like. A lot of the rookies get a chance to do that, get their own families out. You know, it's just a fun thing for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mikey, it's time to talk a little offense, and tight ends are the first thing I want to talk about tonight. He's gone, Jesse James, the outlaw, and by the way, he caught that ball. I live in ancient history all the time. He's gone. He's heading up to your old stomping grounds in Detroit.
Yeah, you know, I think he'll do well up there. They drafted T.J. Hawkinson out of Iowa. Will he play? I don't know. They paid him a lot, but they drafted a tight end high as well. So we'll see if he gets much more playing time than he did here.
Well, the fact that Jesse James has gone down the road now, certainly Van Animal came on last year. That stiff arm alone was beautiful, but how do you see the tight ends at this point?
And I think that's why they got rid of Jesse James. I think they felt that Vance McDonald, after, you know, that Tampa game on Monday night, 75 yards, he's always been proven, you know, he's a 4.69 40 guy. He doesn't look it, but he shows it on the field, and I think that's why they ended up getting rid of him. I think he is a reliable number one tight end. It's who's going to be number 2 and 3 for the Steelers.
Well, what I'm terrified is, and let's be honest about Xavier Grimble, nice kid, but there's 2 problems I have with Grimble. 1, he can't block, and number 2, that little incident with getting hit on the goal line and fumbling the ball. As a tight end, baby, you got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he had a little hiccup last year in Denver on the 1-yard line.
Hiccup.
You know, and I'm sure he'll address it this year. We'll see how he does in the preseason, if he can protect the football. He's going to make the team. He's a change-up. Vance McDonald can't stay in there full-time. If he goes down, they do need a pass-catching tight end. That is going to be Grimble. As far as blocking-wise, you know, he's a little light, so he's going to struggle in that aspect. That's why I think you're going to see a battle for the number 3 spot.
Well, who's the Pittsburgh kid they brought in from Green Bay?
Well, you know, they drafted Zach Gentry out of Michigan as a 5th-round draft choice. So he's got the lead just by draft choice, but they brought in
Mike, he's a galloping moose. He's not that. Gentry's a good pick for his hands.
Yeah, but he's 6'9" and he struggles keeping his pads down. The other guy is Kevin Radar out of Pine Richland High School. Went to Youngstown State University, was in Green Bay Packer camp last mini camp and training camp. Learned a lot. Now he's here in Pittsburgh, back in his hometown, and I think he's really involved in the special teams. He's doing a decent job. He's a great pass catcher. He's doing a great job run blocking. It's just, can he lower his pads on the pass blocking? And he's got a great chance if he can be that number 3 tight end.
Yeah, so the tight end situation, we will certainly miss Jesse James. He will forever have a place in Pittsburgh Steelers hearts, Steeler Nation. So we bid you a fond farewell, Jesse James, and good luck up there in Detroit.
Wasn't that the end zone right there where he caught the ball?
It was. Okay. It was right there. I can see it clear in my mind.
You think it was a catch?
It was a catch.
By the rule, it was not. But the new rule, it's a
I don't
catch.
want to hear about the rules. I don't like rules. If there were no rules, Jesse would have caught that thing.
The rule then, no catch. The rule now, it's a catch. That's why they changed it.
All right, Mike, one of the other major changes from the offseason is Coach Mike Munchak, maybe the greatest, offensive lineman of all times, certainly melded a wonderful young offensive line into 3 Pro Bowlers, Pouncey, DeCastro, and the big guy, Big Alejandro.
Yeah, I don't think the offensive line's going to miss too much of a beat this year. Coach Munchak, great coach, great player, taught the guys a lot. Sean Serrett's been underneath Coach Munchak for a while. Sean Serrett inherits a Pro Bowl offensive line, 4 veterans, with Ramon Foster being the only non-Pro Bowler. And then you got Marcus Gilbert, who missed a lot of time playing last year, with B.J. Finney filling in. I don't think it's going to be a big issue, offensive line. Coach Munchak left because of family, but Sean Serrett, I think he'll have a good season this year with the offensive line.
Yeah, you know, as you look at the depth chart today on Steelers.com, all those offensive line positions, the first teamers, everybody except for the right tackle. Zach Banner is your second team right tackle right now, but they're leaving that first spot open right now. Zach Banner is a monster of a man. He's close to 7 feet tall in cleats. He's a big guy. He played at USC. That's almost pro quality ball there.
Yeah, and actually, you're not going to have guys go the entire season without injury. So there's going to be multiple parts. That's the one position. Obviously, they're going to have starters, but they're going to have guys filling out in and out throughout the season because those guys get banged up in the trenches.
There's no doubt about it, and that's why I love B.J. Finney, Matt Fiedler out of Bloomsburg. Both of them have grown exponentially over the last several years, and they're young ball players. 3 years for Matt Fiedler. Mr. Finney is his 4th year out of Kansas State. But the fact is, and you know this, you played pro ball, you have to keep getting better and better every year, and they are.
Yeah, you have to keep on getting better. You have to keep the chemistry. They have, again, they have the core guys intact. They'll have, they got James Conner back as a running back, pick up pass protection, who's, to me, that's what he's most underrated, and he does a great job in picking up blitzes. Jalen Samuels as well, and you got Benny Snell's coming in. So can Benny Snell's step in when James Conner is not in there, or Jalen Samuels, and just fill in that void when they bring the backers and the O-linemen are picking up guys? Are they going to be able to communicate and pick it up?
So, as far as the offensive line is concerned, don't worry, Steelers Nation. They're as solid as a rock. In regards to your tight end position, well, the Van Animal, you gotta love him as your number 1.
If he stays healthy, I think there's not gonna be no issues. But if he gets injured, it'll be interesting to see what they do because he's the best run blocker for them. Will they substitute Radar in or Gentry in for Grimble? Because Grimble, to me, is clearly a pass-catching tight end.
We are all going to find out in a couple weeks, but for tonight, we're here at FanFest at Heinz Field. It's a beautiful summer evening, and the fans are fired up. I'm fired up, and he may not look it, but he's fired up too.